wet chair.
Hey,
Oh,
what's up,
great.
guys? We're starting the newest episode right now. Um, I feel like first of all, what I should probably talk about is I really fucking wish that either of us knew how to edit anything or do anything because it would just be really fucking cool to every time our videos started, it was just a black screen and then the fucking In the Air Tonight, the drum solo just plays and it just shows it like the fucking like the perfect podcast just like comes zooming in like in that spinny fucking like transition in. Like where like the letters like spin in a circle and they stop. You can see what they you know what I'm talking about?
Sort of. It reminds me of that weird Microsoft Movie Maker
I
intro.
I ain't never used any fucking movie maker. I mean, but that would just be cool. It's just like we start and it's just the fucking In the Air Tonight fucking drum solo. That'd be amazing, but instead we start at like fucking idiots. Let's go anyway. Uh when we have no notifications, it's weird because we just fucking sit here and are just like, oh fuck, how do we like transition into the first fucking topic? We just sit here like idiots. It's like, oh fuck, we don't have like 10 minutes of fucking announcements. How do we like continue on? Okay. So let's go, I guess. I mean, let's hit it. Fucking I have one thing that I wanted to talk about because I heard that there's a lot that's been happening with this specific thing I want to talk about. A lot has been happening with this, and it's just kind of been floating around lately. So I wanted to talk about the growing popularity and growing fucking stupidity of NFTs. That's what I wanted to talk about was NFTs today. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking stupid, but I want to talk about NFTs. We're talking about NFTs. All right, we doing it right now. Um, so I just kind of wanted to talk about. I personally, I mean, I have to be careful with my words because I don't know what kind of fucking people watch our podcast. Are these weird ass like fucking crypto investors that think that NFTs are a fucking good idea? Or, I personally I don't like NFTs. I think NFTs are fucking stupid. Really dumb actually. I don't really get it. That's all I don't get it. Um, so basically, what I've kind of gathered, I'm not fucking telling you this is the exact definition. Anyone out there is gonna fucking try and accuse me of shit. Um, what I've gathered is that NFTs basically are shit that have absolutely no real life value. They don't translate into any real life value like Bitcoin translates into dollars. The only time an NFT actually has value is when other people actually want it and they give it value. Um, and so I personally think that's really fucking stupid because a lot of people say that investing in the stock market is really volatile and it can change very frequently. It's very volatile and it might be dangerous. But in my opinion, I think fucking NFTs are like 10 million times more fucking like volatile. I don't understand the point of why people think this is a good idea because quite literally, alls it is a fuck ton of nothing. That you're just the only reason why you're buying it. These people who do fucking NFTs, the only reason why you're buying it is because you think you're gonna make a value off of it in the future, and that's not guaranteed. In fact, like that's completely not guaranteed. Like this fucking bored ape bullshit, where just a picture of a stupid fucking ape. First of all, what is stopping me from just downloading the image and having it on my phone? I don't own the image, but really, who the fuck cares when you can look at it anyway? I don't own Five Nights at Freddy's porn that I look at on E621, and I don't own fucking furry porn that I watch on Rule 34, but I don't have to because I can still fucking see it and I can still goddamn enjoy it. So why the fuck does it matter if you own the image or not? Do these fucking idiots realize you can go online and you can look at every single Bored Ape NFT, save it to your phone, and just look at it? Now guess what? I can look at your stupid fucking image and I don't own the rights to it. The only reason why people like NFTs is because they've been brainwashed into thinking that they're gonna make money off of it one day. Like, it's the same thing with that fucking scam that was going on Earth 2, where basically all they did was they took pictures of Earth and they have it like gridded out. They've put it in like a 10-inch by 10-inch grid, and they've modeled the Earth to 1-to-1 ratio, like to scale. And all you do is you buy 10-inch by 10-inch fucking squares on Earth too. So it's like you can go to like you can look at Elon Musk's house and you can buy Elon Musk's house and you own it on Earth too. And the only reason why people are buying it is because they think that in the future it's going to be worth something. You know what I'm saying? When that's 100% not guaranteed. It could be worth $0.00 in one fucking year because it's a fad, in my opinion. It's a fad. Like, Bored Ape, as soon as people say, you know what, this is fucking retarded, it's worth nothing now because nobody fucking wants it. The only time that I understand NFTs is, like, when they do something. And what do I mean by that? Well, for example, I know that this isn't really an NFT, but I'm going to use it as an example, right? Are you familiar with the game Animal Crossing?
I am, yes.
Okay, so picture it like this, right? Picture Animal Crossing characters are NFTs, right? Like, when you're playing the game Animal Crossing, the characters are NFTs, right? If you get a bunch of, like, characters that nobody wants, they don't give a fuck about, they don't even know exist, they're worth, like, 0 cents. But, like, if your island is, like, full of Anka and, like, Raymond and, like, Sasha and, like, shit that people actually want, like the top characters, people will pay you, like, $20 to get those characters. In my mind, those characters are basically NFTs. They don't translate to real life money, but people are paying you money to get that thing. And here's the thing, that makes sense to me. That's the only time I actually understand NFTs, is if they're like in a video game or something, because at that point at least it does something. It's not just a retarded picture of an ape that looks fucking stupid as shit. It actually does something. Like, it's a character in a video game. You get to look at the character, you get to interact with it. It actually does something. That's the only time NFTs make any sense, is like in video games that are like NFTs, because there are video games, mostly mobile games, that are NFTs. You know what I'm saying, right? The whole point of the game is like trading NFTs.
I looked it up, and like the first Google page, it says NFT stands for
non-fungible token. Yes.
Which basically, I'm reading this verbatim, which basically means that it's a one-of-a-kind digital asset that belongs to you and only you. The most popular NFTs right now include artwork and music, but can extend to videos and even tweets. That's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, I agree, because basically what I would do, right, is like if I made a tweet right now that said I got a corn cob stuck in my ass and I sold that tweet for $25, that's an NFT. That is the most stupid fucking thing ever. Artwork. I understand, like, if you're a lot of people like to collect artwork, right? They like to collect like Monet and like Vincent van Gogh and stuff like that. I understand that, but that doesn't have value just because people assign it value. It has value because it's an original from an artist who's now dead and is very famous. That's why it has value. Whereas your fucking Bored Ape picture only has value because people want it to. Like, the only reason why people buy Bored Ape NFTs is because they assume that if they buy it for $800 now, they can sell it for like $2,000 later. That's the whole point of NFTs, is people buy it thinking they're going to make money later. Because otherwise, nobody would buy it because there's no fucking reason to. What reason is there to say I own this image? That's cancer. That's fucking stupid. Like, right now, my phone has like 5,000 images of straight up furry porn, and I don't own it, but I can still look at it and enjoy it. So why the fuck would I care if I own the image or not? Nobody actually cares. The only reason why they care, the only reason, is because they want to make money off of it. That's the only reason why people actually like NFTs and like videos and shit, you know, where it's like, this is exclusive. It can't be recreated. It's me with a pencil in my dick. There you go. That's my NFT. No other image is specifically of me with a Ticonderoga pencil up my pee hole. So that's an NFT because it's original. Really fucking stupid, and I don't really understand. Because to me, in my opinion, none of these NFTs actually have any value at all. It's like I look at it and it's like it's a picture or it's a video. It doesn't really do anything. So I don't care. The only reason why I would buy NFTs, which I am never going to do, the only reason why I would do it is if I knew I was going to make money off of it. That's the only reason why you would buy NFTs, because nobody actually cares about these stupid fucking images. They don't. Like, if you actually care about the Bored Ape images, you're a fucking idiot. Because why do you care if you own the rights to an image? You like the image that much? Save it on your phone. Now you have it. You don't own the image, but you have the image. So fuck you. It's stupid. It's really, really, really stupid, in my opinion. So, but, like, here's the thing. Like I said, a digital asset, like you said, if I had Raymond from Animal Crossing and I sold it to somebody, right? Technically, that's an NFT. There are more Raymonds. I don't have the only Raymond, from Animal Crossing. I don't have the only Raymond, but they don't have it. They're buying it from me, and I'm giving it to them. Isn't that basically an NFT trade? Because Raymond has no value in real life. He's paying me to get it. Like, if I say I don't want to spend 10 hours grinding for fucking, Anka on my island, I want to buy it for like $50 from this dude. Isn't that technically an NFT trade? And the fact, like I said, there are video games, like mobile games, where NFTs, like trading NFTs, is like the whole thing. Like, I can't remember, but there's one where it's like worth $80 now. Like, each character's worth like $80 now. That makes sense. You know why? Because they actually do something. They're in a video game. They actually do something. Whereas retarded images of gorillas and shit doesn't do anything. It's not even good fucking art. It's like basic ass art and all this other shit. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, you also can't sue me for defamation of character because I'm not fucking defaming your character. I'm just saying I think it looks fucking stupid. And I'm allowed to say it looks fucking stupid. But I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. Like, if you seriously want money that bad, why would you not invest in the stock market, buy rental property, or like purchase fucking bonds, which are like, you know what I'm saying? They're like less volatile than fucking NFTs. Like, I'm serious. Like, why not do cryptocurrency? Because Bitcoin is not an NFT because it has real it is a fungible fucking token. You know what I'm saying? It's fungible. So Bitcoin is not an NFT. It's a cryptocurrency. If you want to make money so bad, why not get into Bitcoin? Why are you doing stupid fucking NFTs? NFTs are dumb because NFTs are completely dependent on the consumer. A lot of things are dependent on the consumer, but NFTs are completely dependent on the consumer. It's like, if people don't want your NFT, it literally has no value. The only reason why NFTs have value is because people want them. They say, wow, this is a good idea, I'm going to buy it. And maybe in the future, when it gets bigger, I'll make money off of it. But that's not a guarantee. Sometimes they go completely fucking south, and now you have $500 worth of Squid Game NFT that's fucking dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does nothing. You just wasted $500 fucking dollars. I just wanted to talk about that because with NFTs becoming so popular as they are right now, they're like the biggest thing right now. Like, the biggest. And I don't fucking get it. I'm sorry, but I don't. Like, I just don't. I don't know if you feel the same, but I think that, like, the only acceptable NFTs are, like, in video games where they actually do something. Otherwise, they're just fucking dumb. Like, I don't know what you think about this, but I'd love to hear your opinion.
I feel like you could equate this to like Pokemon card trading or something. But even then, Pokemon card, like rare card, from what I know, I don't
Right?
actually partake in it. Like, even like rare Pokemon cards I would feel like would be worth more because they're physical objects that
Well,
you can physically
here's the thing.
hold.
They're physical objects, and they're not completely just dependent on people wanting them. The only reason why rare Pokemon cards are valuable is because they're rare. Like, nobody else has them, Like, it's the same thing with, like, stamp collecting. If you misprint 10 stamps, and there's 10 misprints in all of existence, those are super fucking valuable now, because there's only 10 in existence. Whereas with NFTs, that's not the case. They're not rare. You just make them, And it's like, oh, this is my NFT now. And it's like, really, it's the only one in existence? I'm going to save it, and I'm going to post it online 25 times. Now it's not the only one. Sorry, it's not the only one now. And it's like, why? Like, it's not about the image, though. You know, it's not about the image. Nobody cares about the fucking image. They just care that they're gonna make money later. Nobody actually cares about the fucking ape image. They just care that they might make money later. Whereas, like, with Pokemon cards, people actually care about the card. They actually care about it. It's not just a fucking placeholder, because NFTs are like placeholders for money. Like, your NFT could be a pile of dog shit and you wouldn't care, because NFTs, it doesn't matter what it is. The only thing that matters is that you might be able to make money off of it. Whereas, like, with Pokemon cards and things like this, the actual physical object is important. Whereas with NFTs, the physical object is not important at all. It doesn't matter. Most of the time, there is no fucking physical object, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just fucking matters how much money you can make. The actual fucking NFT doesn't mean shit. It's just a placeholder for money. Or a placeholder for fucking bankruptcy.
While we're on the subject of NFTs, I just wanted to bring something up. So, I'm a user on DeviantArt, right? Like, I use the site to post art and shit.
It's really funny because I was just trying to find more lewd images of Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And I ran out on E621, so I was like, I'm gonna check DeviantArt. There's a lot of like sexy There's a lot of sexy Roxanne Wolf on DeviantArt.
Well, no, what I was gonna say, with the whole NFT thing, I was posting some artwork on there, right?
Right.
And I saw this new option. Did you know that DeviantArt is ruling out a system where they protect images that are deemed NFTs?
Are you fucking serious? You can make NFTs on fucking... Dude, me and you had this idea. We need to do like furry porn NFT. I told you about this. Like, me and you talked about it. We need to do furry porn NFT, and we'd be absolutely rich. It's like, all we do is we like draw really, really, really good furry porn, like Miles DF levels of like furry porn, right? Of whatever people wanted. And after that, it's like, you can't use this character anymore. The character's already been claimed. So it's like, that's an NFT. It's like, wow, you have an image by whatever the fuck our artist name would be. You have an image by those creators of Wolf O'Donnell fucking Luna from Hell of a Boss, and that's the only one in existence. Hell yeah, dude, I want that furry porn NFT. However, I don't really feel like we would make any money. You know why? Because I would just look at it and say, I don't own this image, but it doesn't mean I can't come on it. I can still come on it even if I don't own it. Like let's be honest. Whenever you're browsing like E621 or any furry porn site, you don't own the images on there, but it's not stopping you from busting a fat nut. Like, be real. Do you really care if you own the images or not? No, you don't. You just want to be able to enjoy the images.
It's funny because I didn't even I specifically said no, I don't want this to be protected. I have my own watermark. It's literally on the picture.
Right? Yeah.
But it did it automatically. Like, dude, I don't like scamming people out of money. Get rid of this.
It's like, do you want it to be an NFT where you sell it and you fucking make money off of it, or do you want it to just be like watermarked so people can't claim the art as their own? Like, it's
on top of that, it's illegal. The specific things I do, it's illegal to actually sell it.
Exactly, because it's a lot of it's
for different properties.
A lot of it is like SFM models, isn't it?
Well, it's Gmod, but
Gmod,
yeah. Of existing this is technically IP theft if you think about it. Like, I can't legally do this.
Yeah. All I'm saying is like, whenever I go on E621, Rule 34, DeviantArt, for Affinity, any of that shit, and I see an image I really like, I immediately save it to my phone so that I can look at it later. I'm not saying that I own the image. In fact, I don't own the image. But that's not stopping me from downloading it and jerking off to it later. I'm not going to say it's mine. I'm not going to say it's my art. but I'm definitely jacking off to it later. It's saved on my phone. Who fucking cares if I own the image? Who cares? Who cares? I don't own it. Who gives a fuck? Like, same with Bored Ape. If the art looked that good, which it looks like cancer, let's be honest, it's fucking awful. If the art really looked that good and I wanted the image, I would just save the image so I can look at it. Who fucking cares if you don't own the image? Who cares if you don't own it? It doesn't mean that just because you don't own it, your eyes shut off when you look at the image. Your eyes still work. You can still look at the image. Like I said, case in point, any porn ever, you don't own it, but you can still jack off to it.
And what's funny is because now I've gotten to thinking, like, since DeviantArt, hell, even Discord is starting to pull out this shit too. I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck are these people gonna do? Are they just gonna make it to where you can't download images off their site anymore? Do they not realize that you can just screenshot shit?
Exactly, right? You can just screenshot it. I mean, all I'm saying, right, is, like, I don't give a fuck about NFTs. Like, you could make NFTs of literally anything and I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, porn NFTs. It's like, you know what? I don't own this image of Roxanne Wolf, but, you know, here's to love, here's to honor. I can't come in her, so I'm just going to come on her. I stole that from TikTok. I don't know who the fuck it was, but I saw it on TikTok once, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good. So,
Hey,
I'll,
that's pretty good.
I'll give credit to whoever that was. It's not my saying. It's somebody else's, but I'm just saying, like, I don't give a fuck if I don't own the image, because just because I don't own the image doesn't mean I can't look at it. I can still fucking look at it. What, you're gonna stop me legally from looking at it? Good luck. You can pay all of my lawyer bills, and I'll hire the best lawyer ever, because it's a fucking guaranteed win for me. Like, come on. You serious? You're trying to stop me from looking at a fucking image? That's so stupid.
Speaking of scammy artists, there's something
fuck.
I've been meaning to talk about. Something I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit because it hits a little bit close to home.
Let's talk about it.
That's day one patches. Now,
Oh my fucking god, dude. I agree with you 100%. Case in point. Fallout 76. They didn't just have day one patches. They had day one, oh fuck, we need to remake the game from scratch because it's broken.
Now, for those who somehow don't know and have been living under a fucking rock, day one patches are essentially a way of devs hiding their mistakes and unkicking their own asses by saying, look, we fixed it a day later.
So here's the thing.
It's fine.
Here's the thing. I'm going to throw in my kind of definition as well. Basically, day one patches are when a development team wants to release a game earlier than they should. It should still be, like, in development for, like, a couple of months, maybe a year. But they're like, God damn, guys, we cannot wait any longer. Let's just release the game now, not finish, and just patch it as we go along. You know, like
the most recent example I can think is oddly enough, FNAF security breach. Now you may be saying,
Yeah.
wait a minute, it seemed pretty sturdy on launch.
Not really.
For the things I've seen, not really. And here's something that pisses me the fuck off. I absolutely hate it when game companies release games that should have had at least a month or maybe even a year.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, well, you know what? Why don't you just wait? And then what sucks more is when people are saying, well, if you don't like it, just wait for a patch to come out. I shouldn't have to. If I'm spending upwards of $60 to $120 fucking dollars,
exactly.
I expect the game to work. I don't want it to look like a Unity asset flip and me waste $60.
Okay, so really funny. I actually thought this would be a really good idea to do, because I thought it would be funny. I actually wanted to read some of the reviews on Five Nights at Freddy's, like, security breach, because a lot of them are, like, telling you exactly what's wrong with the game. And here's the thing. 99% of the positive comments are like the recommended, you know what I'm saying? Like the recommended, the positive reviews, 99% are not actual positive reviews. Recommended, Freddy Fazbear is my dad. Clearly a meme review. That's a joke review. Right here, help, Chica is really hot, what do I do? joke review, but you're giving the game recommended thumbs up when it's just a fucking joke. So it's like right here, recommended 18 hours. I'd rail Roxy. Yeah, me too, but like, is that really worth giving the game a positive review? Maybe. She is pretty hot, but that's literally all the review says is I'd rail Roxy. Yeah, I mean, that's basically all the comments said. Here's another one. I'd choke on every inch of Montgomery Gator's cock. Amazing. Great. Thank you guys for providing very helpful reviews that just say, wow, these characters are really fucking hot. I want to fuck Roxanne Wolf. And it's like, you know what? So do I, but I'm not giving the game a positive review if the game's broken.
And it's weird that, and like you said in private messages, it's illegal to do that in certain countries. So evidently, this is a much bigger issue than
Yeah,
what people let on.
so
I mean, because if you think about it, you're effectively scamming people out of upwards of $120, and it's like, okay, well, if I wanted to do that, I would just buy premium currency and waste my time buying loot boxes.
So really, really quickly, if anyone knows who Internet Historian is, if you don't know who that is, I don't know where the fuck you've been, because you should know who Internet Historian is if you've been on the internet. But he did a video on Fallout 76. The video is called The Fall of 76. Great video. I suggest you watch it. But he talked about how game companies, this was obviously Bethesda talking about Fallout 76, will release a game completely unfinished and then slowly patch their way into a finished game. And in the EU, Australia, and a couple other places, that's illegal, and you can't do that because that's the equivalent of selling an unfinished product and making a fuck ton of money off of it. And you when you're patching it into a game that's like fully completed, after you're patching it, you're still making money while you're patching it. Like, you're making money the entire time. So instead of waiting for 5 years and releasing the game, you release the game 5 years early and start patching it into the finished product. So those 5 years that you're patching the game, you're still making money. That's illegal. There are also a lot of business practices that Bethesda did that were also illegal in the EU and Australia. Like, for example, you cannot release an item at a discount. Like, for example, if it's the first time you're releasing the product, like brand new, it's available today, it was $24, now is $12. You can't do that because what you're doing is you're slicing the price on launch. And what that's doing is that's creating a false sense of urgency, because most of the time, the original price is not the price they're going to release it as. They're going to release it at the 50% off price, but what they're doing is they're doubling the price only to hack it in half, so it looks like it's going to go back up to that insane price, but it never is. So what they're doing is they're pretty much saying it's at a discount right now, buy it now, but after the fake discount ends, it's still the low price. So they're basically creating a false sense of urgency for people to buy the product, and that's also illegal. You can't do that either. You cannot release an item at a discount.
And, and I say this as a fan of Bethesda and the new Fallout franchise. They're fucking up, like, hard.
Bad, yeah.
Again, with 76, like, dude, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a lot of Destiny 1. You remember when they had the first
my fucking god.
DLC for Destiny 1?
You are...
And it turns out...
Wait,
hold
listen.
on. And it turns out that the first DLC was, like, glitched under, like, the base game world generation. And then, but you were basically paying like $15 to unlock it, but it was already in the game that you had to glitch access to.
Like, you're preaching to the choir. I never played Destiny 1. I've played Destiny 2 since release day. Non-stop since release day. I've been playing Destiny 2 for like 5-6 years, and I never played Destiny 1, but I realized how fucking awful it was. Like, on launch, there was nothing to do, there was no story, and the game basically was like unfinished. So every time they released a patch, it was like, it felt like that's what the game was like originally supposed to be. You know, which is very fucked up, because you wouldn't think that that would be legal, but that's what they did.
And like I was saying, because I've played Destiny 1, I think it's a okay. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, certainly nothing like Halo, but then again, it's not supposed to be. But yeah, in Destiny 1, when the first DLC was, going around, it turned out that you could actually access it by glitching through the map, and the pretty much the first half of the DLC was under the ground. Thing is, it didn't come out yet. So essentially, what had happened was you glitched into um, paywalled DLC that hadn't even
Yeah.
come out yet, and you were basically just paying to unlock access to it. And
Okay,
I'm
wait,
sitting there
wait.
thinking,
So I want to talk about. I can't remember what did this. It was like Marvel versus Capcom 3, where they had DLC on the disc already that you had to pay extra for.
that's essentially what happened with the first Destiny.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody remember that? Like back in I can't even remember when it was, but Marvel versus Capcom 3, they actually had DLC already on the disc. That's not DLC, by the way. It's already downloaded. But they put DLC onto the disc, and you could buy it on day one. So basically, what they did is they took a part of the game and said, this was originally going to be just the main game. Let's turn this into DLC. So
That would
on
be
day
like,
one, you could buy on disc DLC. On day one, on disc DLC.
and so because could you imagine if a company like Valve did this? A respected company for the most part. Could
Dude,
you imagine if they logged Half-Life 2 episodes 1 and 2 behind a paywall
bro,
when it was already in the base game?
you're talking about a highbrow, respectable company. That shit was fucking Konami and Capcom that did that shit. Konami and Capcom. Like that is so highbrow and respected. I don't think you can get higher than that because those are both fucking subsidiaries of Nintendo. That was Konami and Capcom did that.
Well, if it's a parent, if it's Nintendo's the parent, that I'm not really surprised.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Nintendo is fucking up these days. You make good games, but you genuinely hate everyone who plays your games. You slap them with cease and desist for fucking fan art. You don't let them play in tournaments with your game. They can't mod. You can't do anything. Nintendo hates you. If you're not playing the game exactly how Nintendo wants you to play, they fucking hate you. You're fucking up,
Could,
Nintendo. Stop, because
could you
you're gonna push people away. You're pushing people away. It's stupid. Don't fucking do that.
could you imagine how much of a different story it would be if Nintendo went down the route of id or Valve, where they openly encouraged modding and made some of their games open source?
Right? I
Like some of them,
mean,
some some of the most successful shooters started out as mods for Quake, Doom, and Half-Life. Like Counter-Strike. The
okay,
original Counter-Strike started out as a mod for
that
Half-Life.
is true. That is true. But to be honest, Valve is also kind of fucking salty because Valve did that bullshit that was like a Warcraft 3 Reforged, which basically was that if you had World of Warcraft original any version, you would automatically upgrade to Reforged, and they just lied a bunch. All the fucking animation they said were there weren't there. The game ran like shit. The game had no LAN, it had no LAN play, and it was just a piece of shit. It was way worse, and there was no modding on that game. I'm pretty sure Valve is still kind of salty that they missed out on owning Dota because that was a fucking mod. I think they're still salty about that.
Valve owns Dota. They acquired the rights to it.
I know, but originally they didn't. Like they didn't own it originally because it was a mod, and they missed out on owning it for a long time because they didn't buy it.
Oh, yeah,
Like
I see what you're saying.
yeah. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows that Valve didn't own Dota for quite a long time. It was owned by somebody else, and they got really pissed off because it was a mod. And wait, no, I am thinking of Ubisoft. Ubisoft missed out on owning
Yeah,
Dota because it was
yeah,
yeah. Ubisoft missed out on owning Dota because it was a mod, and Ubisoft didn't buy it, and they missed out. And I think they're still kind of pissed off about that. So not fucking Valve. I'm thinking of Ubisoft, not Valve.
yeah. I'm thinking like I don't remember this happening, and I'm a Valve fanboy.
But yeah, that happened with Ubisoft because Dota was a mod for a fucking Ubisoft game. I think it was Warcraft actually. And
You're right.
yeah, exactly. And so they're still pissed off about that, so that you can't mod. And like I said, they did that bullshit with fucking World of Warcraft 3 Reforged, which is like the worst game of 2019. It was a piece of shit because it basically took everything away from the original one that was better and just kind of said, "No, you're playing this one. Fuck you." It basically it literally deleted the hard drive. It deleted the other game off of your computer. You automatically upgraded to Reforged. Automatically. It wouldn't let you play the other ones. It automatically upgraded you to Reforged.
That. Oh man, if could you imagine if Valve did that with like Half-Life Source? Because like everyone fucking hates it, myself included, because it's such a god awful port to the Source engine that I can only imagine the backlash Valve would have gotten if they made it to where if you bought Half-Life and Half-Life Source, it would just replace the original game.
Exactly. It's
Oh
like
man, so
yeah,
many people would be
exactly.
mad.
Exactly. It's like this is the newer one. You're playing this one. I don't care if you want to play the original one. You're playing this one. You're playing the new one. Fuck you. And trust me, there was backlash. Ubisoft got a fucking ton of backlash. I mean, they kind of deserved it though. You know, I don't really feel bad for them. I mean, fucking do you? I don't. They deserve the backlash. I mean, it was an absolute piece of shit, and
Oh no, yeah, they 100% deserved it.
yeah, it was an absolute piece of shit, and they fucking completely deserved it. Also, we kind of segued off a little bit too fast. I was reading a lot of like, I kind of want to do like a review on Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I can't really do that because I haven't played the game. I mean, I've not played the game. I like demoed the game, but I haven't played the full game, so I can't really do a review on it. All I know is that looking at the Steam page, it says mostly positive, 80% positive, but most of the positive reviews are jokes. Like, my game crashed, I can't play it anymore, 10 out of 10, recommended. Or like, I fuck Roxy, or wow, Roxy is my beloved, or shit like that, recommended. And it's like, you're giving a game a recommended, like a positive review, and I don't know if you really mean it. So I found one review. It's actually pretty fucking long, but it's kind of like a before you buy type thing. This is a very long review, but I feel like from the demo that I played, I feel like this is sort of like it's sort of worth talking about because this is someone who looks like they've played the game quite a while. So I'm going to read a review, and I'm not trying to like sway your opinions. I've seen a bit of the game. Like, I didn't really demo the game. I played the game a little bit because a friend had it, and this game is probably the most beautiful game of 2021. It looks fucking amazing, but the problems that are it has a lot of overhead issues. Like, on like low settings, some people were getting like 15 frames per second, and like it's pretty much impossible to play on high settings. They did not optimize this game at all. It looks like that people with like incredibly ridiculous specs, like Markiplier, are having graphics problems with this game, and that's really unacceptable in my opinion. The voice acting is great. The character models look great. I mean, the music is great. The environment is great. It seems like the main problems people are having with the game is that the story doesn't make any fucking sense at all. The AI is either impossibly broken and overpowered, or the dumbest fuckwit on earth. It seems like those are the two main problems. And so I really wanted to read this review. So people need to be honest about these kinds of games, especially when they cost this much money. People are giving this game really great reviews and completely ignoring all of the insane, glaring flaws that the game has. Some of the game mechanics are so absolutely frustrating that you're going to stop playing or straight up throw something. Check the forums if you don't believe me on what's going on in the game. The forums speak to the issues at a much better level than I can in this review, but I'm going to get into it. Security Breach is a beautiful and well laid out game. The environments are honestly top notch, and you really get a sense of wonder as you walk through the halls and the different exhibits that the game has to offer. The voiceovers are really well done, and the characters feel real enough. It feels like an amusement park that could actually exist. They clearly put a lot of thought into the environments and locations that you are going to visit. That part of the game is top notch, and it's refreshing to play a horror game that puts so much time into custom assets and designs. That's the first part of it. By the way, this review is by Sonoket on Steam, Sonoket, Sonoket on Steam. So thank you for the review. The story pacing, what the fuck? The story pacing is great as well. Atmosphere and setting that they have created is great. You never feel safe and are forced to keep moving most of the time, as though you can't sit still in any one area too long. This is helped by the constantly patrolling enemies in every single corner of the game. You will be hunted and chased by these animatronic killers and patrol bots. Not reading the review anymore. That's what I had a problem with. These patrol bots seem like they were put into the game because the animatronics are not dangerous enough. There were multiple times where I was able to hide directly like in front of directly in front of an animatronic, and they just didn't find me. I was just right there, and they just didn't find me. If you break line of sight with these animatronics once, they can't find you. But these patrol bots can like pretty much see you from anywhere, and once they do that, they teleport the animatronic to your location and it kills you. So I mean, you there or? I think you cut out. You're gonna need to fucking leave or something because I can't hear you if you're talking. Yep. Can you hear me now?
Okay, so I didn't hear what the fuck you just said, but I wasn't even moving around, so it must be my internet.
Okay. Well, basically, the patrol bots are kind of the problem because the animatronics are really fucking dumb. It kind of seems like they put the patrol bots in because they realized that the AI was too fucking like the animatronic AI was too fucking stupid to kill you. Because if you break line of sight once, they can't see you anymore, and you can hide directly in front of them. They have no object permanence. If they can't see you, you're not there. But these patrol bots can like teleport through walls and like get you and shit. And if the patrol bots or like the night guard spot you, the animatronic teleports onto your location and kills you.
God.
Which, yeah, that's kind of fucking broken. I am really not exaggerating here. Every area of the game, you will be hunted and chased by these animatronic killers and patrol bots. There's almost never a room in the entire game so far that you can just take everything in because you will be caught. Is it a good thing? I don't really think so. The game starts to fall apart for me here because you never get to come down from the fear of the bots. Well-made horror games will give you a chase and then a period of time where nothing really happens so that you can let your guard down and the next chaos is more impactful. So, not so here. You will be chased and killed in every section of the game because they do this. You stop being afraid of robots about 30 minutes into the game. Every section is, oh yeah, the wolf is back. Oh, and the alligator and the bird. Okay, so they're just here all the time. Very great. It stops being tension building and leads to you being so oversaturated and irritated with them that they are just annoying instead of something that should be scary. I will say that one exception to this is the moon. The moon can go straight to hell, but that's because the daycare section is one of the least well thought out designs ever. Let's get into the mechanics. Speaking of the daycare section, I did fuck with that a little bit, and the daycare section is absolutely broken because the fucking moon guy can clip into the play structures and kill you like through walls and shit.
Great.
Like, because the whole thing is supposed to be like a fucking like Chuck E. Cheese type thing with like the ball pits and like the like, you know, mesh cages and like the fucking like tubes and shit. This guy can clip through most everything and kill you, which is really fucking broken, obviously. I don't need to explain why the enemy being able to clip through almost everything in the fucking game is a bad idea. That and the fact that there are times where you're playing that level where you'll be crawling through like the tubes or whatever, and your flashlight, in my opinion, doesn't do a good enough job of illuminating, so you can't really see. So what'll happen is you'll be crawling through tubes and you'll just run straight into the moon and die. And you have to activate 5 fucking generators in this piece of shit. And every time you die, you have to do it all from scratch all over again. So you're repeating like 30 minutes every single time. And so that's obviously kind of fucking bullshit.
the review, to me, it sounds like it's trying to be Outlast and Alien Isolation at the
No,
same time.
here's the thing. 99% of these negative reviews say something the lines of it's like Outlast but with furries. One of my favorite reviews was this game seems like an Outlast game that's unfinished because they got too distracted by their fetish art halfway into coding the game. It was really funny because that same reviewer said Roxy is the dumbest out of all the animatronics. You hide directly in front of her, and she just goes back to sniffing her own ass for 20 minutes, trying to get back onto her predetermined path, but somehow glitching out to the point where she can't even move. And
Oh yeah, this game
yeah,
definitely needed to be released, huh?
I mean,
Definitely.
that's what he said. It seems like he doesn't like the characters at all. I don't know why he's playing it. It seems like he has a hate for furries. I don't know why he's playing the fucking game then. If he has a hate for furries, he knows what the fucking game is. But I just thought that was kind of funny because he kind of laid into the characters a little bit. And Roxy is my favorite. Roxanne Wolf is my favorite character, and I don't have to explain why. Everybody knows why because 99% of the reviews have the same opinion as me. So, like, I don't have to explain why she's my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
But it just seems to me like it's trying to be Outlast, but it fails in pretty much every. The reason why Outlast is fun is because the enemies fucking work properly.
Yeah, and they're not like either overpowered or extremely weak. Getting back to the review, getting into the mechanics, what really brings this game down is the constantly frustrating game mechanics and mission designs. First off, you have the absolutely laughable AI that runs the bots. Put a chair or a single flower vase in between you and the robots, you do not exist. Many times you can just stand in front of them in the open and they won't see you. It's a joke. There's a section of the game where you need to balance power on two doors to keep out the enemies, and after dying to this section 4 or 5 times, even after beating it but being unable to save, which is another problem entirely, I just sat in between 2 desk chairs and the AI couldn't see me even though they were looking directly at me. Enemies will routinely teleport right to you when you are trying to get through different areas, and you often die. Let me say that again. You are going to die a great deal. It wouldn't be quite such a chore, but many sections of the game do not let you save after completing a very challenging area, so you are forced to do tedious sections of the game again and again. I want to point out that this guy is also talking about the horrible fucking AI. The AI for the animatronics, not even the sweeper bots, the AI for the animatronics is fucking terrible. They are the worst. It is very hilarious that the animatronics, the deadliest thing in the game, are so fucking stupid that they just kind of give up sometimes and just plain old don't see you. He talked about the teleporting issue. All the characters can teleport for some reason. If you make a noise or like a sweeper bot or like security guard gets you, they teleport directly on top of you and kill you instantly. So all the problems that I was talking about, he's also talking about. I just want to point that out. Also, there are times in the game where you don't get a save point for like 45 fucking minutes. Like there are times where you do a giant fucking section of bullshit, right? You do a giant fucking section and you don't get a save point at all. Literally at all. I think you cut out again.
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm just I'm just shocked as to
Yeah.
how this is even like
Well, okay, so
available.
there's this one scene, right, where you like run upstairs and all 3 of the animatronics are chasing you and fucking the sweeper bots and the security guards and shit. So when you get up to the top of the stairs, right? One of the animatronics is up there and you have to run all the way back down the stairs and run out of the fucking like stairwell, and you don't get a save point in this at all. And this is a pretty long, tedious section. You get no save points. Like, you don't get any save points here. You know what I'm saying? You get nothing. And the only way, this isn't my experience, the only way somebody was allowed to save is that they somehow found a save point that is right in the middle of the stairs that the developers forgot to deactivate. So he was able to save right in the middle of it. And you're not even supposed to be able to do that. You're not even supposed to be able to do that. Going
So
back,
they managed to save in a they managed to basically save, but it was a bug save because it wasn't
yes,
supposed to be.
it's an
Oh my
area. It's an
god.
area where you weren't even supposed to save. Um, for some god awful reasons, the developers have chosen to not use autosaves after challenging sections, instead opting for a save system similar to Alien Isolation, where saving is infrequent and takes 2 to 3 seconds for the save to go through. The difference is that Alien Isolation AI isn't janky, and the game balance challenge with the ability to take a breath and save your game. Let's talk about particularly poor design sections of the game. The daycare. You have to start up 5 generators in a playground maze. The issues are numerous. First off, the generators are absolutely invisible when the lights go out and you start the mission, so finding them is almost non-option. If you read the forums, they pretty much all suggest the same thing. You have to basically memorize the location of all the generators when the lights are on, and then plan your route through the entire area in order to do it when the lights go out. This is the only way to beat the game. This is not good game design. You shouldn't have to basically memorize the entire layout of a section of a game, because it's impossible to do it when the lights go out. Not to mention, the AI in this room will just randomly teleport behind or near you, so it's impossible to figure out where he is or where you will be safe. I've seen him do it numerous times, and it's absolute trash. Having to memorize your route moves all the fear of the section, because you either do the generators or you die. This section where you have to manage your battery power on the doors later on made me so frustrated that I threw my headset onto my desk and had to stop playing for a bit. The AI will routinely bug out at your doors and not move or follow their routes, so you will automatically fail when the battery power goes out. Let's talk about saves and your mission objectives. First of all, when you get a new mission, it's usually unclear where that objective needs to be done or what you may need to even get there. Objects that you need to collect as mandatory for the game progression are the same design as optional collectibles and upgrades, so you can't tell what's important and what's not. So I hope you enjoy scouring literally every inch of this game for all of the Easter eggs, because you may not know what is important and what is not. Saves are infrequently placed, and you are going to often get through a tough section or a chase, which is basically the whole entire game, and die and have to do the entire thing again. Get used to doing things quite a few times. Again, if you don't believe me, go to the forums and check on how people feel about the save system. That's not even getting into why this game runs like absolute shit, oftentimes, and constantly dropping frames and lagging. I have a 5900X 380 3080 and 32 gigs of RAM, and the game still cannot run nicely. If you have less specs than this, well, good luck even playing the game. I think it's great that fans of the Five Nights at Freddy's series are getting another game, but holy Christ, this game is full of bugs and not ready for release. That's not even going into the number of people's games who are soft locking and hard locking and causing them to start the game all over. Seriously, this game is a frustrating mess. If you really love the franchise, I am sure you will find a way to get through it, but my strong suggestion is that you wait for them to make a patch and fix the majority of these issues. TLDR, game is a buggy mess, and I strongly recommend you view the forums to get a good idea of what you are going to deal with while playing the game. Fanboys are reviewing this game positively here and not discussing the huge number of serious issues. And that's his review. Like that is his review. So,
Well, it was definitely long-winded, but justified at the same time.
basically what he said, everybody is saying. Everybody is saying this. Everybody is saying that the game runs like shit. The save mechanics are fucking broken, and that the enemies are terrible. Like I said, it's very obvious. They just put all the fucking night guards, security bots, all this shit, because the AI is absolutely fucking terrible. And not to like throw a certain thing under the bus, but like people specifically hate Roxy. They hate Roxanne Wolf. They fucking hate her because she's the dumbest AI in the entire game, and she walks around saying things like, "You're gonna catch them first. I am the best. I am the best. They come here to see me. I'm beautiful. My hair is perfect. I'm the best." And she just walks around saying shit like that constantly, and people are like, this is ironic, annoying, and fucking completely unacceptable. And that's very funny to me. Because like I said, Roxanne is my favorite character. She has an amazing design, and her personality is cool because she doesn't really seem like a narcissist. She almost seems like super insecure. Um, that was my favorite part of the game. I'm sorry, but the best part of this game is just looking at the characters. The characters are cool. Also, this is more of a me problem. This is more something that I specifically have wrong with the game that nobody is really talking about. And you know what's coming because I already told you in DMs.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, it's not outrageous to say that the majority of people who play Five Nights at Freddy's, number one, basically want to fuck every single animatronic. That's not new. That's happened since the first game. But the animatronics are like fan favorites. They're like the best characters. Nobody really gives a fuck about miscellaneous unnamed night guard, and I can guarantee you nobody gives a fuck about that whiny little bitch Gregory that you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Nobody gives a fuck about this stupid little asshole that you play as. Nobody cares. I think it's a fucking stupid idea to kill all the animatronics in this game. I know that this is kind of a spoiler for people. Every single animatronic in this game, Glamrock Chica, Freddy if you get the right ending, Roxanne Wolf, and Monty Gator, all the fucking animatronics goddamn die in this game. All of them. You kill every single one of them. And it's like, if this little fucking idiot wouldn't have, like, snuck in to the, like, Pizzaplex when he wasn't fucking supposed to be in there, none of this would have happened. And it really makes you feel like, am I really the good guy? I went into a giant, like, megaplex with, like, a playland, like, fucking like a golfing course, a fucking raceway, like, so many things, right? This giant fucking place that everybody wishes could exist. Are you really the good guy when you go in there, break a bunch of shit, kill all the animatronics, and then burn the fucking place down? Like, this game fucking is stupid. This game fucking sucks. It's dumb as fuck. The fan favorites, the animatronics, all fucking die. They're all dead. You kill all of them. As a little fucking idiot kid, a stupid ass kid, you kill all the animatronics that are the fan favorites, and apparently you're the good guy because you snuck in after fucking hours for some goddamn reason, and you kill all the animatronics and you burn the place down. You're the good guy? Are you fucking serious? Fuck this kid. This kid's a bitch. He killed all the animatronics and he ruined, like, in that universe, that's probably the coolest fucking place ever. And this fucking stupid ass idiot ruined everything. It's like, no, I refuse to believe that you're the good guy. And like I said, I can imagine that fans of this game are probably not happy about that because they are the fan favorites. The animatronics have always been the fan favorites. Everybody loves the animatronics. Most of the positive reviews are literally just saying the environment looks good or I really like the characters. That's most of your positive reviews. Is people love the characters, and you kill fucking all of them. And you play as a stupid fucking kid. Like, this, I hate this game. I'm not trying to, like, shit on the game. There are things about the game that is good, but I fucking hate how you kill all the animatronics. It's like, I don't want to do that, number one, and you're not a good guy because you fucking broke into this place, and they're trying to, like, get you out, because you're not supposed to be in there. So how are you the good guy when you destroy everything and burn the fucking place down when you shouldn't have even been there in the first place? I hate this game. I don't like this. I don't like the story of this game because I don't give a fuck about Gregory. The animatronics are my favorite. They're supposed to be favorite. They've been fan favorites forever. Why would you fucking make a game where you kill all the animatronics? That's fucking stupid. That's dumb as hell. Like, you can't even hint a sequel at that point. How are you gonna fucking do a sequel to the game if all the fucking animatronics have been destroyed by this stupid fucking little kid and they're dead now? How the fuck are you gonna do a game? How are you gonna do a sequel? You can't. It's fucking stupid. From every single angle, it's a dumb fucking idea to kill all the goddamn animatronics. There's not a single fucking way that's good. In every angle, that's a horrible fucking idea, and they chose to do it. So that's terrible. That's such a fucking shitty idea.
Which, speaking of animatronic, can I just mention real quick, how the fuck did they get such advanced machinery in the 1990s?
I was about to say, I don't know when
Like,
this game takes place, but like the fucking intro of the game, they're dressed in like pop punk gear. There's like blue and yellow neon lights everywhere. It looks like one of those really old like 80s like workout videos. This game is totally meant to be like in the 90s. And like the original game was in 1986. So how do you get normal animatronics in 1986 and in 1990, whatever the fuck this game is set in, you have the most advanced animatronic AI the world has ever seen? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, that's way too much innovation in like way too little time.
I don't even think Elon Musk could make that much progress in like 5 or 6 years.
I agree with you. Because it's like impossible.
Hell, even at like the 1960s with Fredbear, there weren't even animatronics. There were fucking people in suits.
Right.
But that was like a 20-year gap from 1960s to the 1980s. I could believe that. Then
right.
you have Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which technically comes first. You know, the facial recognition and the toy animatronics. All right, seems like a bit of a stretch, but you know, I can kind of get it.
Yeah.
Then you have the original FNAF. Okay, you know, it makes sense. They're jittery, and the only reason they move unnaturally is because they're possessed by literal ghost children.
I mean, the whole point is that they're clanky. They're clanky and they look old, like they don't work. They look like normal animatronics like today that you'd see at Chuck E. Cheese in FNAF 1. They look like actual animatronics. And then you get to fucking FNAF Security Breach. These things are completely smoothed out. Like, have you seen the intro of the game? I sent it to you. They walk like humans. They play instruments like humans. They walk like humans. They dance like humans. They act like humans. They think and talk like humans. It looks like they fucking like motion captured the shit for the game. Like they just motion captured people playing the guitar. Like I just want to say that I know I'm talking about Roxanne Wolf, Roxy. Look at her in the fucking like in the trailer and tell me that there's no tell me that an animatronic could move like that. Seriously. Like Roxanne specifically, because she's like the most vibrant. Like look at her in the intro of the fucking game, like the music video intro where like Freddy like malfunctions and falls on the ground. Look at that fucking intro and tell me that an animatronic could act like that and move like that, and tell me that a fucking animatronic could be like Roxy, like her fucking character, where like she's insecure and stuff like that. None of this makes any fucking sense. It seriously seems like it's people in suits. Like it's really funny because the anime.
And here's the other thing. How did we go from 1980s like jittery like robotics to full-on aperture science level artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
Like these things are operating like fucking GLaDOS and shit. How? This is the 1990s.
So really funny. Something even funnier. Vanessa Vanny, you know who that is, right? The fucking bunny bitch.
She's in like a proper. She's in a proper suit.
Yeah. Well, she's in like a bunny suit. You know, like she's just. In a bunny suit, but she's like she in the game. She's a security guard, and you can actually prevent her from becoming Vanny, like the bunny, because she has an alter ego. Her herself is Vanessa. Her evil side is Vanny. There are two things I need to say about this. One, why is it that like Roxanne Wolf and like Montgomery Gator and like all the other fucking people have more personality and act more human than Vanessa? How is that possible? How is she the most robotic one there? Also, Vanny, like in Five Nights at Freddy's lore, Vanessa already became that bunny. She already became Vanny. So if you prevent her from being Vanny, does that mean that the previous two games aren't canon and don't matter? Bitch, how does that make any sense? That event already fucking happened. So is this game a prequel as well? It seems like Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach takes place after Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but before Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and FNAF World. You get what I'm saying here, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
FNAF World isn't even fucking canon, and I find that has a more believable story and timeline.
All I'm saying, right, is like, you know what I'm saying, right? In Five Nights at Freddy's lore, Vanessa already became Vanny in like murdered like fucking William Afton. You know what I'm saying? Like she already got revenge for the kids. Vanessa already became Vanny. She already murdered people in that bunny suit. How does it make any fucking sense that in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach you prevent her from becoming Vanny? Is this a fucking prequel? Is Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach a fucking prequel? Those events already fucking happened. They already happened. She already became Vanny. She already fucking murdered people. She already became Vanny. She already got in that goddamn suit. Okay, here's the thing. If she didn't already become Vanny, how does that fucking suit even exist? If she wasn't already Vanny? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It doesn't make sense. Those events already fucking happened. How are you preventing her from becoming Vanny when she's Vanny in the fucking game? There's literally a scene where like your vision is all blurred because you got hit on the head or something, and Vanessa comes in as Vanny, as the bunny, and if you don't run away from her, she kills you. She already is Vanny in the game, so why is it there's an ending where you stop her from becoming Vanny? That doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't. You get what I'm saying here, right? How are you preventing something that's already happened? Like,
Okay, we're both in agreement. We're both in agreement that FNAF's timeline is just totally
no,
fucked, right?
I 100% agree with you. The timeline has never made sense. Ever since Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the timeline has never made sense because they keep bouncing around. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is the first game, but it's actually a fucking sequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but before Five Nights at Freddy's 1. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing it like this?
I honestly, I'll be real with you. I know Scott doesn't have like creative rights anymore, but like I
He,
feel like even before that, he was like very, very. I'll just say this: he had a very awkward fetish for twists. Like every single
yeah,
game, there was like
yeah.
some sort of twist, and it got old very fast.
So here's the
That's
thing.
pretty
Five
much
Nights at
taboo
Freddy's
when you're writing a story.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach wasn't made by Scott Cawthon. It was made by Scott Games. Scott Games. So like,
Oh, I know that. I know
exactly. But can we talk about nobody wants to talk about this, right? I feel like the Five Nights at Freddy's community just kind of like ignores that this game exists. If you know about Five Nights at Freddy's, you know what game I'm going to talk about right here. You know what game.
Let me guess, FNAF World?
Nah. Even more confusing than that.
Sister location?
Yes. What the fuck happened in that game? It seems like the Five Nights at Freddy's community just says, oh, that game doesn't exist. What the fuck happened in that game? I played the game. I played the entire game. What the fuck happened? What is that game? Dude, do you know what the fuck happened? I was sitting there and I was like, bro, I wouldn't even know that this is related to Five Nights at Freddy's if you didn't put it in the title. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? Like, dude, seriously, I don't know what I unironically do not know what Sister Location is about. I don't know what it is about. I have no fucking idea. I don't know when it takes place, and I don't know what it's about. All I know is that Sister Location is like somehow a ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's because it's like Fun Time Land, and they have Fun Time Foxy and like fucking Ballerina and
it's
shit.
A
Yeah, it's a spin-off. So is the game fucking canon or not? Because in the game they say that they based it off of Freddy's Pizzeria. They say the name, they actually say the name Freddy's Pizzeria in the game. So basically, this is a spin-off, but in that universe, Five Nights at Freddy's, like Freddy's Pizzeria, exists in that universe. So what in the fuck is going on in that game? What is happening?
From my understanding, I don't even know what the fuck the restaurant in question is called. I just know that it takes place sometime after FNAF 2. But like, here's the thing that gets me right, and it goes along with your point about what the fuck is going on in Sister Location. Here's the thing. I think what royally fucked up the timeline was the books. Because if you noticed, everything was going fine up until Scott made the first book and made a separate timeline.
Right.
And now all of a sudden they're intersecting with each other, and it's like, I can't even keep up with this shit. Who the fuck
okay,
is
yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Is that like what he's doing right now is he's doing things where he's bouncing around the timelines, and that's really complicated because it's like, all right, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, this happened. All right, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, this happened before Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that happened after Five Nights at Freddy's 1, so it really is, according to the timeline, the third game. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is literally just, it's fake. The guy had a head injury and just saw a bunch of bullshit. So I don't know when the fuck that takes place. I have no idea where the timeline is at. And then Sister Location is like, well, Sister Location takes place after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but before Five Nights at Freddy's 1. It's like, god damn, what is happening at this point? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Like,
Okay, so just to clarify, FNAF 4 is technically the first because it mentions Fredbear's Family Diner. Now, if you recall, Fredbear was mentioned in FNAF 2 as the phone guy was mentioning, restaurants that existed before that became Fazbear. So the timeline I consider canon is FNAF 4 comes first, then FNAF 2, then FNAF 1, and then 3. Those
no,
are the
no,
only
because,
four.
wait, Sister Location would be before FNAF 1.
Yeah, well, I don't consider that canon,
Well,
so I only count
okay,
the
so
four.
so what about fucking Security Breach? When the fuck does that take place?
Hell if I know. I don't even consider it canon at this point. Just like
It's like, when the fuck does Security Breach take place? They reference the other games in the fucking, like, literally in the game. The fucking new, like, glam rock Freddy is like, oh, they had to do those security measures due to past issues. So you're saying that this happens after some of the other games? When the fuck is this taking place? What is the timeline here? Well,
I want to say mid 90s at most, because that's what it looks like.
right? So, like, it's Five Nights at Freddy's 4, then FNAF 2, then FNAF Sister Location, then FNAF fucking 3, because William Afton is a thing in FNAF Security Breach. So it's FNAF 4, FNAF 2, FNAF Sister Location, FNAF 1, FNAF 3, and then FNAF Security Breach. So Security Breach is the last fucking one?
Oh my god. So I'm completely apparently this franchise stretches into the near future, my guy.
What?
So okay, so hold on, what the fuck? This is so confusing. I just looked up the FNAF timeline, and then there was shit mentioning like the 2020s and the 2030s. I'm like, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense.
So is my timeline absolutely fucked? Because there's
Yeah, I
no
think
wait,
so.
there's no way that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place after Sister Location. There's no way. And there's no way that Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach takes place after FNAF 3, because FNAF 3 was like a while back, you know? Because
20
FNAF 3 talks about fucking William Afton, which, by the way, William Afton is in Security Breach. So is Vanny. So when does this fucking take place? Because in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that nigga is dead. William Afton, purple guy, is fucking dead in FNAF 3. But he's alive in FNAF fucking Security
Okay,
Breach.
so here's the thing. So FNAF 3 apparently took place in 2023 to 2033. I don't know
What?
how. I don't
Are
know
you
what. Here's the thing.
serious?
I just looked up what year Security Breach takes place,
Wait,
and I shit
wait,
you not.
wait.
Hold on, I shit you not. Justin, according to Reddit, no specific date is
Okay, you kind of lagged out. I couldn't hear what you said. Can you repeat yourself? Yo, are you there? I think you lagged out.
Oh my god,
No,
this
no,
is
no. Okay,
pissing me off.
okay. So basically, alls I heard was the last thing I heard you say was FNAF 3 takes place in 2023 to 2033. So after that, what did you
Apparently.
say?
So I looked up what year Security Breach takes place, and I shit you not, it says an unspecified amount of years after 2023. So we're way fucking off course.
What? What the fuck?
We are
Wait.
way
Okay,
fucking
so
off.
let's start with what we know first. We know that Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is the first one, then FNAF 2, then FNAF 1. After that, it has to be Sister Location, and then it has to be fucking Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and then it has to be Security Breach. I don't know. I don't even know when the fuck Five Nights at Freddy's World fits into this. Like, I would
I mean, it
imagine.
doesn't because it's not canon.
Oh yeah, because that's like the RPG shit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's start off with what we know. We know for a fact it's FNAF 4 first. Then we know it's FNAF 2. Then we know it's FNAF 1. After FNAF 1, it has to be Sister Location, right? After FNAF 1.
It has to be.
So FNAF 1 and then Sister Location. And then FNAF 3. And then Security Breach. But if it just says that. If it says that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place from 2023 to 2033, but Security Breach takes place from 2023 to 2033.
Did I cut out again? What the fuck?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, you cut out for like a
Oh,
second.
okay.
I got worried.
So basically, if Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place between 2023 and 2033, and Security Breach takes place from 2023 to 2033, that means that there's a chance that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is the most current game. It happened last.
All right. So also on a side note, apparently Chica had her own restaurant in the late '90s, but it only lasted for a year.
I see.
1996, Chica's Party World opens, and in '97 it closes. So
Wait, so
you know,
I just want to talk about something, right? The fact that they mention William Afton and Vanessa and Vanny, that means that Security Breach has to be the last one, right? It has to be because
okay,
like those characters already exist. People like the game knows who they are. They talk about William Afton and they talk about fucking like they talk about Vanessa. So Security Breach has to be the most current one, right? It can't be 3. 3 has to be before, right?
okay. Well, according to the fandom wiki,
No,
which,
no, 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 no,
you
no,
know,
no, no, no. No, think about it, right? In Five Nights at Freddy's 3, William Afton is dead and he was killed by Vanessa, like Vanny. That's like in the lore, is that Vanessa, Vanny, killed William Afton. So that means that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has to be the last one. That's the only game where William Afton is dead. It's the only game where he's
no,
dead.
because he's still alive. If in FNAF 3, he's the only one that comes out. He's still alive in that suit.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
because I forgot that Springtrap is the only thing that's real in that game, and he's in there, so...
Yeah, he's like Granted, he's extremely mutilated in the suit, but he's still kicking somehow.
I thought he was like, it was like his spirit that possessed the suit. So that means that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is that means that Security Breach really is the last game. Right now. So it goes Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and then Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and then Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Okay, so here's something. Okay, so apparently, Fazbear's Fright, which was the thing in FNAF 3, opened exactly 30 years, or no, takes place exactly 30 years after FNAF 1. So if let's say at a push, FNAF 3 takes place in 2023, that'd be like what 1993 FNAF 3 takes place.
Yeah.
Or no, FNAF 1 takes place. Because if it's 30 years.
But okay, but like if it's 30 years, but FNAF 3 takes place in 2033, that literally means that FNAF 1 took place in 2003, which would make it like way like current.
Which I guess makes sense.
Okay,
Because,
so
right?
we sort of have the order down, but again, I just have a question. What does Sister Location have to do with any of the other games? How is it even related?
I think it was just a game to flesh out already confusing lore in a time.
But okay, but it didn't flesh out anything. Sister Location gave me more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, did it actually answer anything for you? Because it just confused me even more.
I think they just have a really weird kink for leading people on at this point.
Yeah, like at this point, like you gotta fucking think about like Phone Guy and like William Afton and Purple Guy and Vanessa and Vanny and like so many fucking other things where it's like those characters have to be around the same time. So Five Nights at Freddy's 4, nothing actually. Wait, wasn't Five Nights at Freddy's 4 about the bite of 87? Because that's the only. Why he was hallucinating,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
That's the thing. We don't fucking know anymore
Okay.
because
Okay.
apparently, no, no, let me make a point. In
Okay.
one of the TV screens on one of the nights, you can see a little like television show playing, but the date says something like 1985 or 1982, so we still don't fucking
Okay.
know.
I just want to talk about how this franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 came out in 2014. It has been 7 years. We still don't fucking know what the bite of 87 is. They need to answer that. We still don't know what the fuck it is. It still has not been answered. I just want to point that out. It still hasn't been answered. We still don't know what the fuck it is.
I already know who it is because I'm not fucking stupid. If you remember in FNAF 1 when this first started, if you typed in 1987 in the custom night, Golden Freddy crashed the game. So I just assumed that Golden Freddy did it because
Yeah,
his
but
face shows up
yeah,
when you.
but what is that? What is Golden Freddy? What is that? They don't ever like explain what the fuck that
Uh,
is.
p- Golden Freddy was just the suit they used before they agreed on the more like streamlined brown version, I guess, because that's the only consistent thing I've seen. If you noticed in FNAF 3, which
But what?
shows cutscenes of the very first incident of
Okay, so
occurring.
I know that Golden Freddy is related to the bite of 87, but didn't you talk about how like in Fredbear's whatever the fuck they didn't actually? It was a guy in a suit. So how the fuck did that have anything to do with the bite of 87? It was a guy in a suit. It wasn't an animatronic. You already said that. That like Five Nights at
I
Freddy's
I
4.
don't fucking
Like think
I
about
don't
it.
fucking
I just want to make a point here. At Five Nights at Freddy's 4, they talk about Fredbear's, whatever the fuck, and you specifically said that it wasn't animatronics. It was a guy in a suit. So how in the fuck is that the bite of 87? What the fuck
from
happened?
my under from my understanding, the gold suits are those hybrid spring lock suits, and I assume the bite happened when the suit was in its animatronic mode, shall we say, and that's when the bite happened because the bullies shoved the kid in there and it bit down on
Oh,
his
okay. So
entire fucking head.
what you're saying is that it's a suit that is both a suit you can get into, but it also has mechanical parts. So when they were in the storage unit, a kid shoved another kid into the suit, it bit him, and that's what led to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. He started hallucinating, and then Five Nights at
Pretty
Freddy's
much.
2 is when an animatronic actually killed somebody at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's when it actually
I
happened. And then Five Nights at Freddy's
I
1,
don't know.
the same thing happened. The same thing happened, like, because at Five Nights. But what the fuck? Five Nights at Freddy's 2 takes place before FNAF 1. Don't they reference the events of FNAF 1 in FNAF 2?
No, because then FNAF 3 came out and then totally fucked that up too.
So, the bite of 87 was Golden Freddy, but the animatronic wasn't alive yet. So, basically, for not. I can actually explain the whole. I think I actually have it going on right now. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is the first one. The bite of 87 was Golden Freddy. The animatronic was not an animatronic. It was just a suit that had a locking mechanism in the jaw. It fucked a kid up. He started having hallucinations. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, none of those suits are possessed. They're just machines that don't work well. You know what I'm saying? They're just fucked up machines. Five Nights at Freddy's 1, that's when William Afton becomes the thing. And that's when we realized that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 animatronics are possessed, right? They're I think they're possessed,
I don't I don't fucking know
and
anymore.
I think so. I think they're possessed. But also, one thing that doesn't make any sense is Five Nights at Freddy's 2, if that really does take place before FNAF 1, how is the Foxy animatronic like broken? Are you telling me that they repaired it and put it back into commission in FNAF 1?
They probably repaired it, but kids are fucking stupid and they just started ripping it apart again. It's Mangle all over again.
Oh shit, that actually does kind of make sense. Mangle kind of explains the story right there. Is that okay, that makes sense, because if you look at Withered Foxy, that's not in FNAF 2. If you look at Foxy in FNAF 2, he's kind of fucked up and broken, but if you look at, he's like way worse than in FNAF 1. So it kind of makes sense that they tried to put him back together for FNAF 1, and they just couldn't do it all the way. Okay, so here we go.
I just looked up who caused the bite of 87, and all it says is Fredbear. So I looked up who Fredbear was, and it's the giant golden Freddy suit you see in FNAF 4.
There we go.
I guess technically I was right.
Okay, there we go. So basically, I can explain the whole plot of the game. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, freak accident, hallucinations. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the animatronics malfunction, and that's the problem. They're all malfunctioning and fucking up. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is when, if you think about it, this makes sense. They stuff you in a suit. And the reason why they stuff you in a suit is because, William Afton, raped him and fucking stuffed him in a suit, and that's what killed him. No, that's what happened. Now, why is that funny? Why are you cheesing? Why are you cheesing? Why are you cheesing? Why are you laughing at kid rape? Why are you cheesing?
Just the way you brought it up so much.
That's what happened. That's literally what happened.
Well, I don't know. I stopped paying attention after the fourth game because it got too confusing.
That's what happened. William Afton sexually assaulted those kids and then shoved them in the suit and killed them. So that's why they're shoving you in a suit. That's why they're shoving you in a suit. And then after FNAF 1, when William Afton killed some bitches and put them in a suit, and now they're fucking killing you. You know that song, It's Been So Long, talking about how, they don't know if it's you? They don't know if, you're... Yeah, exactly.
Behind the star.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know that it's... God damn it, you idiot. Why? Why? I'm trying to fucking talk here. Why? Dude, come on. Come on, dude. Okay. The whole point is that FNAF 1, William Afton murdered the kids, and they don't know who did it, you know? They don't really know who did it, so they just assume that it's you, and so they kill you. And then in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, I guess the exact same fucking thing happened, because in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, in the song by the fucking JT Music or whatever, they're like, we don't, who knows if you're the one to blame, because we don't even know your name. So all I can assume is that the same thing that happened in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 happened at sister location. That little girl was murdered, and she tricks people into operating that machine that steals your soul and puts you into a fucking animatronic. So that's what happened in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. And then after sister location is Five Nights at Freddy's 3, where it's revealed that William Afton murdered those fucking kids and put them in those suits. And none of the things are real. None of the withered anything is actually real. It's just hallucinations, if you remember correctly, right? It's just hallucinations. The only thing that's real that can actually kill you is Springtrap, and that's William Afton in there. So it makes sense if you think about it that is it possible that the person who's the night guard in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is the kid who suffered the bite of 87 in Five Nights at Freddy's 4?
Hell if I know.
Think about it. That makes sense. Why would you be hallucinating and shit like that? Dude, the kid who got fucked up in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is the security guard in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. That's why he's hallucinating about the fucking animatronics and shit. That's why.
It could be the fact that the ventilation is fucked, and the phone guy explicitly states that you will hallucinate due to the vent failure.
I guess that makes sense too. But why is William Afton trying to kill you? Because there's no reason for him to try to be killing. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to try to be killing you. You don't know anything. You're literally just a security guard. The only thing that I can think of is that you know who he is somehow. In the like you knew what was going on. That's the only thing that I can think of. And then after Five Nights at Freddy's 3, somehow William Afton like recovered from the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. He recovered, and in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, William Afton is gonna like kill motherfuckers, and Vanessa is gonna try and kill him. So that's what happens in Security Breach, and you can prevent Vanessa from becoming Vanny and killing William Afton, because there's one of the games where you cure her and she doesn't become Vanny, but you take care of William Afton. You take care of Purple Guy. So that's the story. And now we're all caught up. By the way, why the fuck is William Afton called Purple Guy, by the way? That doesn't make any sense. To me, at least. Why? There's no reason.
Because the sprites in FNAF 2 were purple, and in FNAF 3 they were purple, and in FNAF 4 they were
The
purple.
what was?
Plus the sprites that the little 2D graphics and those little mini games.
I know, but
like FNAF,
oh wait,
they were purple.
Oh yeah, in the
mini
game, in like FNAF 2,
plus
where like you play as like, yeah, he's the bad guy. Like you actually play as like Mangle and like you walk around and shit, and like Purple Guy like comes and like gets you. That's.
Plus we didn't know what his fucking name was before they
just a Purple Guy.
Everything with
Also, I know that mini game doesn't make any sense, but why is it that in that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 mini game, William Afton Purple Guy is chasing after the animatronics in that fucking like arcade mini game thingy? Why is he chasing after them? Aren't they just normal like regular like animatronics?
Well, if you remember correct, according to lore, the toy animatronics specifically have a feature that can detect like criminals and
oh shit, you're right. That makes sense. They have like that's right, yeah.
And I guess if William Afton diddled kids, the animatronics would know that.
But wait, why was
he on a fucking list?
But why was William Afton? Okay, that actually makes sense. Never mind, that kind of makes sense. One of the reasons why I feel like William Afton might have been in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, like in the pizzeria, is because he's trying to diddle kids again. He's trying to fucking. No. Here's the thing. Think about it. He failed at in FNAF 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He failed. So in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, he actually did it, but he failed in FNAF 1. But he failed in FNAF 2 with like Mangle and the toy like animatronics and shit. But he succeeded in FNAF 1. So he tried to do the same thing in FNAF 2, but he only succeeded in FNAF 1. So it's FNAF 4, and then FNAF fucking 2, and then FNAF 1, and then Sister Location, and then 3, and then Security Breach. And that's what happened. Is like it's all based on William Afton and shit. Like, and that's what happened. So we figured it out. We cracked the code of what is going on in that game.
Hell, you can barely figure out your.
No, I get it. Because like if I remember correctly, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it's just animatronics like glitching out and shit. That's all it is.
Did I cut out again? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, you didn't. In Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it's just animatronics glitching out. So that I know what happened now. It's FNAF 4, kid got bit, had hallucinations, right? And then FNAF fucking 2, animatronics malfunctioning. And then FNAF 1, William Afton like fucks with some kids and then murders them and shoves them in suits. And now they're pissed off. And then Sister Location, where I guess the same fucking thing happens somewhere else. I guess the same thing happens somewhere else. Maybe it's William Afton again. He did it twice. He was able to murder children and put them in fucking machines 2 times. Then after Sister Location is 3, with William Afton again trying to fucking kill your ass. And then Security Breach, where you put an end to that fucking purple diddler. Done. That's what happened in the game. We got it. So, we did it, right? We got it.
I guess.
The only thing that doesn't really fit into the puzzle is FNAF sister location, because all I can think of is that the same thing happened at sister location. The same thing happened because there's like kids and shit like in that thing, and like the fucking like voice that like tells you what to do and like survive is a kid. And at the very end of the game, if you've played it, they like trick you into like putting your soul into a thing as well, and that's the game. So I can only think that the same thing happened at FNAF sister location, or it was just like a big fucking accident. You know, it was a freak accident, and now she's pissed off because she died in there and wants everybody in there to suffer the same fate as her. You know what I'm saying? That's another possibility, is that it was just a freak accident. So 3 or 2 games could include William Afton. Because FNAF 2 includes them, FNAF 1 includes them, FNAF 3 includes them, and FNAF Security Breach. That's 4, and maybe sister location. So 5 games could potentially include William Afton. 5. So, I mean,
Either way, it's still confusing as fuck.
yeah, I don't know why they decided to like bounce around and say we're in this year, now this year, now this year, now this year. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, why would you release like the first game second and then like the second game like fucking like why no, why would you release the first game fourth, the second game second, the third game first, the fourth game like fifth, the fucking sixth game third, and the last game last? Why the fuck would you do that? I don't
Keep
know.
people on their toes, I guess.
Exactly. Keep people on their toes. If they just did it from the beginning to the end, you would already know the answer of what's going on at like FNAF 2. You'd already know what the fuck was happening. FNAF 3, really. But like you would already know the answer to everything. So I understand why they did it, but it's still so fucking confusing. It took us like 30 minutes just to fucking figure out what was going on in the games.
Well, it's like I said last week. Sometimes the easiest solution is sometimes the simplest one.
Yeah, and it's just
Like,
that
you
William
don't.
Afton is a fucking piece of shit. Like a big piece of shit.
No,
I
he's not a
guess. I
big.
mean,
No, he's not a big piece of shit. He's the whole last sewage system.
yeah, he is. He's a fucking asshole. Like, he's an asshole. Well, fuck you, William Afton. And it sounds like in fucking Security Breach, you get fucking murdered. And I guess that the animatronics in Security Breach are just animatronics. They're just That's all they are. They're just animatronics. That's it.
With extremely advanced artificial intelligence.
I mean, that kind of makes me feel better that Roxy fucking dies because she's just a machine, so she doesn't really feel anything. Except for she definitely does. So she's basically a human, so it doesn't make me feel better at all. At all, because she literally is just a human. Like, so, I mean, you know, there you go. I mean, she's literally basically just robot human.
She's an android, is what you're saying.
Yeah, man. But she dies in this game. We've never done that before in any other fucking Five Nights at Freddy's game. Never
The one
before.
time you get to free roam, in a FNAF game, and you gotta kill them all.
You gotta kill
Ain't that a bitch?
every single fucking animatronic that you run into. You have to kill them all. And it's like, but why? They're literally not even like possessed or anything. They're just doing their job of like being security because you're a little fucking snot-nosed bitch who snuck in after hours and you decided it'd be a good idea to fucking destroy everything and kill all the goddamn animatronics and ruin the fucking fun for everybody else. Fucking stupid ass Gregory. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fucking destroying shit like a little ass bitch.
Bless me. Jesus Christ. That was loud.
So, Um, I don't really
Ugh.
I don't really know how long we talked about Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was definitely over an hour. So that's the bulk of the video. So we totally gotta make our thumbnail and like title Five Nights at Freddy's related.
Fuck.
We gotta make it FNAF related. Like we gotta like pretend to be game theory and say the entire story of Five Nights at Freddy's in chronological order.
Hopefully, we don't know.
Dude, basically what we came up with, I'm pretty sure is correct. Nothing else makes any fucking sense. What we came up with makes sense.
Granted, this is all just surface level. Like, I'm not about to dive deep into the code just to find something out, you know?
I was about to say, I'm not going to read every single novel, every single everything to figure out if this is true. This is my headcanon, and it's good enough for me because it actually makes sense.
I don't even consider the game's past 4 canon to begin with, so I'm gonna stick with FNAF first.
I'm just saying, man. Security breach is a 1,000,000% canon. 100%. Like, dude, there's no way it's not. You have to count that as canon if William Afton and fucking Vanny are in the game.
Well, no, because I don't count them canon at all. So
they are canon. They're in fucking FNAF 3.
Yeah, but they're not named, so
they are named. They are named. They are named in FNAF 3.
Not in the third game. They're not. They are literally never mentioned by name in any of the games.
I know, but like they're referenced a bajillion times. You just don't get their names. But they're still in the game. You just don't get their names. They're in the game.
Therefore, I don't count William Afton as canon.
He is canon. He's in the fucking game.
Yeah, but not his name, no.
What the fuck? Dude, that's stupid as hell, though. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, the FNAF timeline is stupid. What's your point?
Dude, that's like saying that if Foxy wasn't named Foxy in FNAF 1, he's not in the game. It doesn't make any fucking sense. He's in the game. William Afton is in the game. You just don't get his name. He's in the game.
Funny you mention that, because I don't call Foxy Foxy. I call him Ronnie.
Why?
I just like the name better. I just like the name better.
Dude, it's Foxy, man. It's Foxy.
His name is Ronnie McDonald.
No, it's not. It's Foxy. And then fucking, and then I don't know what the fucking timeline is, because it used to like people used to think that like fucking Foxy and Mangle were like best friends or like boyfriend and girlfriend because they're both foxes and they were both in FNAF 2. But now with Funtime Foxy, it's like, fuck. Is like Foxy like a player? Is he fucking 2 side chicks now? He's fucking Mangle and Funtime Foxy? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I had just assumed Foxy was a transsexual.
What? Why? So he turned into Funtime Foxy in fucking Sister Location.
Think about it. You got Mangle first, looks like a girl. Then you got Foxy in FNAF 1, looks like a guy. Then in Sister Location, he goes back to looking like a girl.
Wait.
This time he sounds like a dude.
Wait. Dude, this is my fucking theory. This is my game theory that nobody is going to convince me that I'm wrong. Are you ready for this?
Oh, pray tell, wise one.
In Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, right? What if Funtime Foxy is fucking like Mangle repaired?
Well, yeah, that seems like they're both
right?
They look the same.
Right? Dude, holy shit. Actually, if you think about it, right? Mangle was always just a robot, but Foxy, like... Wait. Wait. In Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is like the second game, Foxy was just a kid. I mean, it wasn't a kid. It was just a robot, just like Mangle was. Because he didn't have a kid's spirit in him. But if you think about it, Foxy eventually had a kid's spirit in him. Because when William fucking Afton killed kids in FNAF 1, he became spirited. So... in FNAF Sister Location, if Funtime Foxy and the ballerina, just like the woman who tricks you in sister location, if they have a spirit of a child in them, then that means that now Foxy and Mangle, aka Funtime Foxy, now both have a children's like soul in them. So now they're both real. So like, holy shit.
I can't believe my joke about Foxy being a tranny made you have this like big of a revelation.
Dude, it is a revelation because Funtime Foxy is 100% Mangle repaired. That's Mangle right there. Funtime Foxy. And Foxy had a child's soul in him. And now Mangle has a child's soul in her. So it's like, dude, that means both Foxy and Mangle are alive. So the whole ship of them could actually be canon. Could unironically be canon.
Come on, I was joking.
No,
Come
dude.
on.
No, think about it. That means that the ship of fucking Foxy and Mangle could actually be canon. Yo, holy shit. Holy shit. Holy
Also,
shit.
for the record, it's like 9:42 at least where I'm at. So we've been talking about this for a fat minute.
I was about to say it's 9:45 where I'm at, so it's like we've been talking about FNAF for quite a fucking long time at this point.
Oh yeah,
Long ass time.
I had to refresh it. I'm like a minute behind you, so
Maybe I should maybe I should delete the video off my hard drive from the 15th because that was a 3-hour long video, so I should probably delete that so I have more space for this one so it doesn't just fucking quit all of a sudden.
did you already upload that one?
That was the Wait, which one was that? The 3-hour one.
The one we did last week?
Oh yeah, that was the TF2 and Overwatch one. Yeah, I already uploaded that one.
Okay, then we can just go ahead and yeet that one out of existence.
Yeet it into the abyss. Yeah, technically all these videos are lost videos if anything ever happens to this account because I delete every video after I upload it. So these are all lost videos. Like these videos don't exist anywhere else.
Yeah. I could write a lost episode to creepypasta and have it be 100% real because no one would fucking know.
The lost episode. Dude, I really hope that nothing ever happens to this YouTube channel because I kind of like when I'm like 30, like 10 years from now, I kind of want to look back on this like.
I mean, I just now thought of something which I've probably said it before, which I don't know if we're still on, but like I just now thought of this.
What?
We don't technically need to have a schedule anymore since these are
No, because yeah, I agree with you. Like we don't technically need to do a schedule because like we don't do it live anymore. But at the same time, like knowing when to do it lets us prepare and like be ready for when we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just random, then we would never be prepared for it. Whereas like if it's every Sunday at
well, yeah, I mean it could be every Sunday, but just not every time because like I'm out here raising hell in the middle of the night, and I'm sure my neighbors don't like it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
fuck you, neighbors.
I mean, it's like any day works for me, so that doesn't really matter. Any day works like for me.
Yeah, we could record it any day, just upload it on Sunday at least.
Right? I mean, I know what you're saying, but it's like we need topics and we need to do it for fucking 2 hours, and it's like you can't really just drop everything and go do something for 2 hours. You kind of need to know when it is. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't know, man. Closing thoughts, I guess. FNAF Security Breach. If you really like the series, you're probably gonna enjoy the game. The animatronics are really hot, so you can at least use it for fetish fuel. You can at least use it for fetish fuel and some eye candy. Montgomery Gator, Monty the Gator seems to be a fan favorite. People seem to really like him. Roxanne Wolf, people love her. So I mean, worst comes to worst, if you buy the game, you can get something out of it. I mean, you can
Yeah,
look at the hot
and hopefully not
characters.
just the.
Yeah, you can look at the hot characters and say, "Wow, they're really fucking hot." At least I got that out of this game. I mean, at least I got some eye
Right.
candy for like a couple hours. I mean, you're probably gonna lose that boner when you realize that they die. So I mean, sorry, I guess. So I guess you really can't even get your rocks off and for the game. I guess you can't even do that because they fucking die at the end.
Yeah, yeah, you can admire the characters for a solid 1 frame per second because the game isn't optimized
Yeah, yeah,
correctly.
yeah. It's like, wow, Roxy's really hot. I just wish that I could like see her like walk and not have it be like a blurry fucking Microsoft slideshow.
Wow, I paid $60 for a glorified slideshow. If I wanted that, I could just crank
By
up TF2 on
by the
max
way,
settings with my
by
laptop.
the way, I want to talk about this game is $40 and it's about 20 hours long. So you're paying $2 per hour for this game. Also, this game is 80 gigabytes big.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Call of Duty Warzone is 80 gigabytes big. Fucking Rainbow Six Siege is 70 gigabytes big. This game is 80 gigabytes big.
And somehow I can get more enjoyment out of Minecraft, which is like, what, 60 gig? No, not even that. I think the most optimized you can get is 120 megabytes on the fucking Windows 10 store. And I can get more enjoyment out of that, and it barely runs like shit.
Dude. Dude.
I can get more enjoyment out of playing with my dick than I can playing FNAF Security Breach at this point. At least then I can see something.
This
Not
game
by much, but I can see something.
this game is like $50 for like 20 hours. And that's like 100% completion for like 20 hours. That and the fact that I saw some reviews say that like the really high clearance level, like clearance level 10, are literally just doors that open up into black void nothingness. It's just a blank wall, so it doesn't even matter if you do it. Like, also, okay, also, you want to hear another really good kicker?
Yes, please.
After you beat the story of the game no longer allows you to save. So if you're trying to do 100% completion, you have to do it all at once because the game doesn't allow you to save after you beat the story.
Oh my god.
The game says, nah, you're good, no more saving, so...
You know what you're doing. Time to take off the training wheels.
Yeah, do it all at
What?
once now. Play the whole game all at once without dying and collect every collectible. Good luck.
That's could you imagine if Doom Eternal did that for like Ultra Nightmare or something like that? Like, oh, you beat the game. Now try it this way.
Yeah, try
And all
it
it
this
does-
way now.
And all it does is spawn Arachnotrons, Archviles, Mancubi. Oh, it would be terrible.
Game is 80 fucking gigabytes. It doesn't work pretty much at all. It's like fucking 20 hours for 100% completion. It's like $50.
Watch there be like some game-breaking speedrun glitch that allows you to get 100%
No,
without
no, no,
doing
no, no.
anything.
Shut the fuck up for a second. Somebody figured it out that at the very beginning of the game, like the open world portion, you can actually clip up and over a gate and beat the game instantly in under a couple of minutes. So people literally already have done that.
What the fuck?
Like,
I was joking.
yeah, there's a giant gate that you can clip up and out of, and you can beat the game instantly, like in like a couple of minutes. Like, dude, you beat the game in like 2 minutes or something. Like, people have already figured out that they didn't really like hide things like that. So somebody was in the open world section and it's like, huh, let me try it, and beat the game in like a minute or two. Because they just clipped over the fucking gate and beat the game instantly.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally optimized, guys. This was definitely ready to release and definitely didn't need an additional year or two of development. Like, I understand our primary fan base is a bunch of horny teenagers, but like, we need to get this out now.
So I want to talk about this too. Five Nights at Freddy's, like I said, is like 7, 8 years old. The franchise refuses to mature with its audience. I want to put this in perspective. Are you ready for this? I want to put this in perspective.
Pray tell, oh great Prometheus.
If you were 10 years old when Five Nights at Freddy's 1 came out, you're 17 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
you do realize that, like, people mature. They're not going to like the same things they did when they were 10. Like, you get what I'm saying here, right? The games are not maturing with their audience. They're not maturing.
Hell, I was 14 when the original game came out.
That's what I'm saying is, like, even if you were 8, you're fucking 16. Wait, no, you're 15 years old now.
I was about to say.
Like, you're 15 years old now. You're not going to like the same things. My whole point is that if you have a very long-running series, you need to treat your audience as such. They might have been 10 when the first game came out. You cannot treat them like they're 10. You have to treat them like they're 17 at this point. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of reminds me of like the overprotective mother that just will not just refuse to accept the fact that their son is growing up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's thinks that their whole entire fan base is always going to be these like 10-year-olds who think that Five Nights at Freddy's is the best game ever. And I do like the games. Don't get me wrong. I do like the games. They have the lore is fucking awesome. I love the lore, even though it's confusing. The games are fun. They're not like AAA like fucking game of the year, but they're fun games. And this game seems like it's the most fun game out of all of them. It seems a little bit broken, but it seems like when the game works, it's the best Five Nights at Freddy's game that we've had, which is good because they're making the games better, but it doesn't seem like they're maturing with their audience. They're not maturing. Like, that and the fact that, like, I'm sorry, but Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach looks amazing. The characters look amazing. The environment looks amazing. The color looks amazing. The entire game looks amazing visually. And the character models they knew what they were doing. That's all I have to say. In the game,
oh yeah, no doubt.
Where they like pay, like there's a point in the game that you play where they're kind of like paying homage to the first game because you're in a room and you like close the doors and you gotta like conserve power. If you actually look on the desk, there's a picture of Roxanne Wolf striking a sexy pose, and on the other side there's literally lotion. It was that fucking image that I sent you. That's a real thing. Like, they even put Easter eggs in the game that the security guard is jacking off to Roxanne Wolf.
I mean, I saw the picture, but I didn't even notice Are you fucking? I didn't even notice the fucking bottle of lotion.
No, seriously, go back and look at it.
Hang the fuck on. Nah, I refuse to believe that. Come on now.
Dude, you have to go back and look. I fucking swear to God. I swear. There's a thing of lotion too.
No fucking way.
You saw it, didn't you? You saw it.
That is hilarious.
You saw it. I'm gonna try and like go back like through.
That's
like
ridiculous.
I'm gonna try
No.
I'm gonna try and like go back through our conversation and try and find it so that I can send it in like the chat. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, they can see it too. Because like they probably think I'm fucking joking. I'm not. I swear I'm not. I'm being 100% fucking honest.
I mean, it's not exactly abnormal for like developers to do that. I mean,
It's
I
right
do it
here.
myself.
It's right fucking here. It's right here.
That's. Oh.
I just want to point this out that like they 1,000,000% knew what they were doing. I swear they did. They knew what they were doing. I'm gonna go to the fucking general text channel. There we go. We're still recording, and I'm gonna send this fucking file. I'm sending this right fucking now because I swear to God, they think that I'm fucking lying. Like, dude, they think I'm lying. Look at this image right here. Look at this image. Look at this. Why can't I, like, click on the fucking image? I want to click on the image to, like...
I want to click on the image.
I can't, like, zoom in on it. What the fuck? Usually you can. What the fuck ever. I guess I can't. You used to be able to fucking, like, zoom in on it. I can't. Oh, did I not, like, send it? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck ever. It's right there. You can clearly fucking see it. I'm trying to, like, enlarge the goddamn image. I don't know why it's not fucking working. I mean...
Just put it as the thumbnail, then they'll see it.
Yeah, that's right. But, like, there it is, right fucking there. Did it actually send in fucking, like, general chat? Did it actually send over there?
No.
What the fuck? I try, like... Okay. Upload file. I'm gonna click on it fucking again. I want it to, like, send. It's not fucking sending. Now how do I send the image? There it is. What the fuck? Look it. Right here. Right fucking here. You can see it. Right here over on this side, that's a picture of Roxanne Wolf, one of the characters. Over on the right, that's a bottle of fucking Jergens, dude. Like, come on, man. They couldn't make it any more obvious. It's right fucking there. Like, dude, even the goddamn developers knew what they were doing. They knew that the character was sexy. They knew people were gonna fucking jerk off to it. It's right there.
I mean,
the proof is in the
fair.
fucking pudding. The proof is in the pudding. It's right there. It is right there. They knew what they were doing. They did it on purpose. They wanted you to want to fuck this robot. They wanted you to want to fuck her. And guess what? Judging by all the positive reviews on Steam, people really want to fuck Roxanne Wolf. People really like Roxy.
Well, to be fair, Scott did kind of start the trend with Toy Chica. I mean, like, look at, she has
Right.
She has hips. She's got them hips. She got them meat on them bones, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when he made Toy Chica, he was like, dude, the biggest, juiciest thighs we can possibly come up with. That and the fact, like, Toy Chica got, like, breasts, like, big-ass breasts.
Yeah, you noticed that too.
Dude, she has huge boobs, huge tits. Like, look at the character model. She has giant tits and, like, the best hips you've ever fucking seen. It's like, dude, you know that they wanted you to want to fuck her, dude. Mangle too. Even though Mangle is, like, not sexy, he knew people were gonna want to fuck her. He knew that people wanted to fuck Foxy. He knows that people want to fuck Mangle. He knows that people want to fuck Funtime Foxy. Like, he knows that people want to fuck Roxanne Wolf. You know? Look at her fucking intro where she, like, throws up, like, you know, let's rock. And, like, dude, she is sexy as fuck. She is 100% supposed to be seductive. And you gave her a goddamn narcissistic personality where she thinks that she's the best. Dude, she was supposed to be, like, the sex symbol for the game. He wanted people to want to fuck her. And they do. He did a good fucking job. You succeeded.
Add on top of the fact that they're like 9 feet fucking tall.
Right? They're huge.
Like I said, Lady D has some, like, fierce competition.
All I'm saying is, like, if you went to a pizzeria and you saw an animatronic that looked like Toy Chica, would you want your kids staying there? It's like, bro, your kids are gonna have some fucking questions after, like, 2 minutes.
Not, I would probably stay there, though.
Exactly, I would stay there. It's like, hey, Toy Chica, I mean, I know that I can't tap it, but, like, you're the best animatronic here. Like, I actually like Mangle more than Toy Chica, but I like all the fucking canine animatronics, so I mean, but it's like, hey, like, I want to go to the kids section for a bit, because Mangle's in there, and it's like, you know,
could you imagine if that were, like, a real thing, and then it's like,
dude,
Mommy, why is there an old man here?
I was about to say, all I'm saying is, like, if fucking Toy Chica, Mangle, Funtime Foxy, and Foxy were all real things, I would be just like William Afton, because I'd be on the fucking sex offender registry list for indecent exposure. It's like, they'd walk in on me trying to fuck the animatronics with my dick out, and it's like, oh, I am William Afton now, because I just took my dick out in a fucking children's play place to fuck this robot. Like, come on. It's like, bitch, I am William Afton now.
Call me Purple Guy, because I'm about to put a child in her.
God damn, dude. God damn. God damn. Dude, god damn. That is fucking amazing. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? That is amazing. God damn, dude.
This
Oh.
is the this is the weirdest episode we've done by
No,
far.
no, it
questions
is
asked.
absolutely not. There's literally an episode where I drink like mustard, horseradish, hot sauce, and like raw egg and shit. This is not the weirdest.
No, this is like I mean, like you literally just joked about being on the sex offender list for taking your dick out in the
Yeah.
children's play.
It's like,
come on.
it's like, dude, people are gonna look back on this in like 5 years and say like, oh, this guy might be a little bit sus.
You think?
It's like
there's no,
it's like, oh shit, he's not actually on the list, but I don't want this guy near my kids.
regardless, I don't want him anywhere near me.
It's like, yo, this guy wants to fuck robots. Let's stay away from him.
I mean, that's not the issue. It's the fact that you made fun of taking your dick out in a children's playpen.
But that's where Mangle is, dude.
Regardless, you don't do that. You don't even joke about it. That is just wrong.
It's like
Regardless.
I try and go to like a McDonald's and they're like, hey, aren't you that guy who said he was gonna take his dick out in fucking children's play place? It's like, you're not allowed in here.
Why do you think I don't show my face in these?
Yeah. It's like, yo, man.
Yo, aren't you that guy that said he'd take his dick out in the ball
children-
pit?
It's like, yo, are you that guy? And it's like, yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
listen,
I'm that guy.
listen. It's like, listen. I'm not trying to fuck kids. I'm trying to like. That's not why I'm there trying to fuck the robot. I swear, dude. It sounds like the shitty. It sounds like a fucking Chris Hansen like excuse. Like, why did you have your dick out in the children's ball pen? It's like, I was just trying to fuck the robot. I swear, nothing else.
I was just trying to fuck the robot, man. I swear.
Yeah. I'm just trying to fuck the
why don't you-
robot. I swear, I'm not trying to do anything else.
Why don't you just take a seat right over there? Okay.
It's like, listen, man. The robot turned me off, but the kids did not. It's like, listen, man. If the robot wasn't here, then my pants would have been on.
Look, it ain't my fault, officer. They just made the robot look damn sexy as fuck. Okay.
It's like, bro,
I'm
look at that.
allowed.
It's like, bro, look at that robot and tell me you don't want to fuck that robot.
That robot got some meat on them bones. Sir, the robot doesn't have bones.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. This is the weirdest. I fucking agree with you now. Never mind, I agree with you now.
Yeah, now you agree with me. After we made fun of being... I'm not even gonna say it.
Dude,
Fuck you.
listen, man. Neither of us are that. It's just a fucking joke.
Regardless if it's a joke, people are crazy.
People are crazy, but I'm just fucking saying, like, that's not like I'm not gonna fucking go to a place and pull my dick out. I'm talking about fucking a robot that doesn't even exist.
If people are crazy enough to buy NFTs, then they're crazy enough to think so.
Bro, I would go there after hours, dude, and then I'd fuck the robot.
Security breach just taught us that that's not a good idea either.
That is true. 100% true. I mean, but it's like maybe they won't kill me if it's like, hey man, I'll go down on you though. I mean,
I feel like we should just cut that entire last section out.
dude, I don't know how to fucking do that. It's fine. We're keeping it in.
No, we're not.
We're keeping it in. There's nothing wrong with the section. We're keeping it in. It's not that bad. It's fine, dude.
Yeah, it's not that bad. The next fucking tomorrow, we're gonna get knocks on our front door.
We're not getting we're not getting knocks on our front door. Like, I promise, we're not getting no knocks. Holy shit.
Ooh,
So
I'm gonna go off topic real quick. That is really pretty. There's like a giant halo around the moon. Oh, that's sick. Anyway, back on topic.
back on topic. I guess that's it. I mean, I don't really have anything else to talk about.
No, I was gonna talk about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but that seems a little bit,
Save it
We're
for next
talking about-
time. Well, that's what we're gonna talk about next time. See you later.
Yay!
Podcast show. Bye.
Yay!